Welcome back, my fellow bootleg bitches. Today we have something special for you folks. But unfortunately, my voice is still crap, but we're just gonna have to bear with that. So, on with why we're here. Okay, it's no secret that I've had some issues with SCAREFEST in the past. So it comes even less of a surprise when I find out once again they're kind of caught in a little bit of a controversy. Controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me. But this time it's not, well, a personal slight towards me. Which, if you want to know what I'm talking about, I literally have a video released last year addressing all the issues I had with SCAREFEST prior. And just a quick little recap. We had issues with derogatory comments made by security staff. We had issues with supporting of somewhat hate groups with Mr. Muncie and shit like that. And we had overall bad vibes during our last trip there, which was really odd because considering the fact that it was Kids' Parents' Day, or like Kids' Day, I mean, it just seemed really off-putting to have that kind of vibe. But on to my story and why we're here. You know, I don't want to pussyfoot around. Whoa, okay, I moved a little bit too fast. Well, anywho, well, deep in the heart of the fucking interwebs, there's a little bit of controversy. As I keep using that word, controversy. Boom, controversy. Alright, I'm done. I promise I'm done. But anyway, well, apparently on one of our favorite Facebook group pages, I know we're fucking old as fuck. There's a nice little group called "Don't Eat the Gum," which wonderful garbage pail kids reference. But they posted an obviously not surprising post, which I want you guys to hang out with me here as I read because I just, this is just what the story gets funnier. The story does get funnier. I promise. So just hang on. All right, let's start off from the basics. Like on the outside looking in at the post/article itself, clearly showing the image. It says "awful people," of course. This is, by the way, from Don't Eat the Gum. It says, "Many of you will ignore what happened. Most of you will smile and act friendly to them at future shows. Just know that Joel Robinson and Violet Lazar went out their way to ruin the family's income just because of a mistake they made. The horror scene needs to stand up to this type of favoritism." Okay, you know, going at it, it looks pretty straightforward. You know, they got at least, they got a lot of support behind it. 4,000.3K. Okay, all right, and it says, as it goes on, it just turns into a literal clusterfuck from here out. Hold on, as we're reading from Jimmy Miller of Wackwicks. "Hey guys, I'm the owner of the designer Wackwicks Candles," which, by the way, is who is a character, the main character, so pay attention to this. "I am the owner of Wacky Wicks Candles. In August at Horror Hound, Violet and Joel, our neighbors at the back of us," which behind the partition for which they were sitting, "separated by a black curtain, while my wife was straightening our booth. Sunday," hold on, we gotta click here. "Sunday morning before the show started, Violet and Joel's freestanding wire wall fell. My wife apologized profusely because she had thought that she had done it." Alright, so right now, you know, the wife, she's taking accountability for it. "I ran over to their booth, pulled the wall back, and was holding it while the other vendors zipped the wall back together. Violet called Joel on the speakerphone and told him that his stupid wall fell again. He asked how, and she asked how, and she said that the stupid bitch did it," referring to the poor woman at Wackwicks who she thought she did it, but she wasn't sure. She was just taking accountability, just being a respectful adult. And of course, we're already seeing Violet is already retaliating with harsh language, calling her a stupid bitch. "Well, then she called my wife and then immediately dropped what I was doing and went back to my booth. My wife asked her to not call her a bitch, which is fair. When I got back to the booth, Violet was still yelling at my wife and telling her she was going to kick her ass. Okay, unacceptable. And at that point, she was going to kill her, which, whoa, 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 whoa. That's definitely a big no-no right there. Now remember, my wife only response to this was, please don't call me a bitch. That's fair. My wife had said obviously nothing but, I'm sorry and don't call me a bitch, which is also fair. Again. That's it. I told my wife to get away from the back wall, and then Violet wasn't going to listen. Okay, damn, this is a long fucking article. This was done all in front of my 3 girls that are 7, 11, and the ages of 13, and my 19-year-old son. My wife started crying, and I told her to take the girls to the hall. Alright, that's fair, because when people act out, you don't want kids exposed to that shit. That's fair. My youngest daughter was shaking because of fear. My son and I stayed at the booth while my wife went to the girls in the hall. Without my acknowledge, she also went to the horror hound security, which you should do. I started standing in the aisle in front of our booth and watched both ways of the aisle. Okay, this is weird grammar. Sorry, not only that, I'm dyslexic as fuck. Watch both ways of the aisle. Make sure that it wasn't going back to attack us. Okay, so they were fucking scared. That's when I saw my son react to the curtained wall and saw Violet yelling at him, help from Joel, which I guess is the dude in the photo right there, saying they were going to mess up our space for the rest of the day. Okay, that's fucked up. I started to walk to the back wall to tell her to stop. When I got to the open the curtain, I told her to stop. I told her that we were both adults. Yeah, that's fair. And you can't act this way, which is true. They continued to say that we wasn't apologetic and we could have really hurt them. All right, maybe you shouldn't hang up shit stupidly. I responded that she couldn't say that it wasn't that we weren't apologetic and that all we was going to do was apologize, or all we
that you
all that we was oh damn, no wonder I'm getting confused. All we was doing was apologizing, and even went over physically and placed her wall back up. Security came and had us move all of our booth and a foot away from the curtain, so Violet couldn't harm anymore, and our items. Okay, I think he meant to say can't harm us anymore or our items, and also she couldn't say that we had anything to do with her wire wall. The security went and got her report, and then came and got our report. They said she was really calmed down and there wasn't anything to be concerned of. Okay, why do I have a feeling that's bullshit? Violet continued to yell for the rest of the day, even the security telling her to stop multiple times. She called medical to check her mother's hand out. Okay, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Medical cleared the hand, and even Horrorhound told them to stop. So the venue told them to stop being a fucking ruckus. Alright, you're about to see how this is tied to the SCAREFEST here in a second. Violet said she was going to sue us, and then we were never going to sell at another show. Okay, so she's bullying. Horrorhound told us to not worry about her threats and told us they calmed her down each time, which they clearly did. Even though they really hadn't, she continued even up till tear down on the convention floor. Oh, to tear down on the convention floor, and she would pace back and forth at the black curtain looking at us. She would just say, dumbass bitch, out of nowhere. When found that the other vendors had seen the events happening and the wire wall was falling on its own. Okay, so other people saw the wire wall falling just on its own. So it was just a shitty fucking wire wall that she keeps blaming people for. Alright, the wire wall had no supports on it. No feet or triangle pieces, which you need. Heavy items were placed near the top, and the wall started to slowly fall. My wife had just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. My wife apologized for it, and Violet just focused on her anger and on her. We could have called the cops because of her threats, her physically hitting me, but we didn't at the time. We contacted Horrorhound, or we have contacted Horrorhound. Okay. Security enters. Oh god, this keeps going. Shit, this is a long article. We contacted Horrorhound security. Instead, we had to do that multiple times to ask them that we had to stop her slandering us and calling my wife names. My wife actually hid in the hall most of the day because she was so scared of Violet and felt that she had destroyed my company. Oh man, that's so sad. When I tell you, Violet spent the entire day calling my name, saying from 11 a.m. till almost, what the fuck? Calling me names until 11 a.m. to almost 8 p.m. She did this, threatening violence, being physical, saying we were destructive and unapologetic, and continued to call my wife names the whole day. Okay. All right. So we're up to speed so far. All right. Now we're about to see where things get connected. All right. Well, Tuesday, October 17th at 12:04 p.m., we got an email from SCAREFEST saying that we were withdrawn from the show because of the conflict that one of their long-standing contractors, I guess, which is Violet and dipshit. It took us 2 days with Priceline and the hotel to get our full refund, which you should have. My wife took off work of the show that she couldn't get back that she couldn't get back into rotation, and also spent nearly $2,000 on supplies solely to sell at the show, which we pictured in profits for SCAREFest would have floated us for the rest of the year is gone. I'm sorry for the long explanation. No problem, dude. I'm sorry I did a bad job reading this to explain the whole story, and I will give a quick synopsis. But I can't wrap my head around the situation. To make it shorter, we are needing everyone's attention to be able to stop this devastating false rumors. We can't be just pushed to the side and another acting like a or now they're acting that okay. And then of course there's a lot of response saying, damn, I'm sorry for you and your family have to deal with that. Like, don't eat gum. Of course, showing their there's a lot of pushback, a lot of hold on, I'm pretty sure we can find some of my favorite comments, and we will get to some of my favorite comments on this. But yeah. Okay, you might notice something looks a little bit different, and I might sound a little bit louder. Quick update. Halfway into updating or doing this video, there was more comments and there was more explanation. So guess what? Out of fear of having to read all this context, I use pretty much a simple text-to-speech editor, and they're going to be doing, well, pretty much the next segment, and of course I will be reacting accordingly. So yeah, we got a lot to unpack here because it gets worse.
That Sunday at the show is still an unbelievable story of events. She shouldn't have been able to do all that she did that whole day without the show removing her. At the same time, the wall incident that happened to her shouldn't have called for this sort of reaction from her. My wife apologized and I helped place the wall back up. We moved our booth forward over a foot to make sure it wouldn't happen again. We talked to security over 10 times to please make sure we was safe, since they were saying they was going to kick and kill parts of my family.
I'm sorry, did homie just say kick and kill? Are you fucking kidding me?
They even pushed one of my boxes into my chest. The show's security couldn't even get them to calm down from yelling profanities the whole day of the Sunday show. It's really unbelievable they still have the support they do from SCAREFEST. After the cancellation email, we responded immediately for answers. To have the right to respond to the accusations, they still haven't responded to that email. Then to have the owner of SCAREFEST the following week to publicly post that we were still in the wrong, that we are just seeking sympathy sales, is outrageous. With SCAREFEST trying to shut down even our online sales, we get a notification that HorrorHound the show that the incident happened at is posting that we are a returning vendor to the March 2024 show. It makes absolutely no sense in the validity of their claims, or SCAREFEST claims that we are the wrongdoers in this matter. My wife and my children were victims of a crazed woman. That same crazed woman is claiming she's the victim to conventions, to get sympathy, to remove our opportunities to make an income from now on. It's unbelievable and completely unjust at what they are doing to us. It's the unknown at what they can do to us is what really is laying the hardest on us all. We have no idea what else they can pull to make sure we never forget their faces. No matter how many people tell us to just look forward, we have seen what they can do, and just by knowing that makes us scared of the future. I know it's making them win, but you look at what all you have to support and you're not being able to do that is so hard. You start looking at all of the things you need to fix and stuff you need to buy for your family and you can't. It's unfair and unjustified.
So far, fair statements from a fair man. And just to show pure transparency, he also posted not only the message, the email that SCAREFEST sent him, but also his response. So keep this in mind when Miss Nicole Griffin, I guess, which is a representative or a supporter for the thing, had this to say.
Jimmy Miller. I'm sorry, but that did not actually happen on behalf of anyone at SCAREFEST. It seems you failed to post the reply that offered to cover your out-of-pocket hotel, also offered prior to the event, and so far, we have not had any direct correspondence with you. Our statements passed that have been publicly documented, and you have yet to reply to our email correspondence. In this case, there was an active litigation between two vendors attending the show, and the Robinsons are long-standing vendors who had reserved their booth more than a year prior. This is in our policy and procedure when you read through your contract and booked the booth, and we did more than any other convention would to be kind and understanding to your circumstance in extending to help you with your lost cost of hotel. As this happened on the 17th, it is unlikely you would have had trouble canceling said reservations, but nonetheless we offered, and your lack of acceptance or response we took as a decline. We further extended in our interview with a podcast who contacted us following this Don't Eat the Gum post, the continued open invitation to discuss this matter with you directly.
So I'm opening the invitation to SCAREFEST themselves to fully explain it, because clearly, I don't know if you guys read it, even though I scrolled through it and I don't feel like reading it out loud. Homie has receipts. Homie has receipts. Literally, the best way to explain it is literally with this post. Pop right here. This is my favorite comment. Yeah, bitch nailed it on the head with that one. Now, yeah, homie has receipts. And the reason why I'm posting all this is because, yeah, there is a problem. A big fucking problem with a lot of these cons and a lot of these fucking little right-wing ass fucking neckbeard motherfuckers who stink up the place with their shitty fucking headcanon crap. Sorry, I went on a tangent. No, there's this gatekeepy, the same problem that's in every little card shop and every little fucking comic book store and every little retro toy or game store, is this fucking neckbeard mentality of people can do whatever they want because that's their scene. I'm sorry, when you love or have a passion for something that everybody else does, you're now part of that community. You don't have a right to gatekeep. Because their loving it is also what keeps it alive along with what you love. And despite that, also this was bullshit. These people were fucked over. This guy has receipts. There are people who were even there. Go through. By the way, check out the page. Oh my God, I can't say it enough. Check out Don't Eat the Gums page. Read it all yourself. Don't just take my word for it. I'm only putting this out there to put it out there. Yes, the link to the shit will be on the bottom of this. I have another video, which, by the way, I had to do, which is about unmasking the magic, that weird fucking Fox special, but there's a lot going on. I'll try to keep you posted on this weird news. I don't mean to be a news channel, but there's a reason why we didn't go to SCAREFEST this year. And on that note, I'm Dr. McNasty. Thank you for your fucking time, and I'll see you hopefully soon. Bye!